Good morning, second graders. And we're ready to review a few things in language this morning. The subject, remember the subject of a sentence tells who the sentence is talking about. The two dogs are running playfully on the sandy beach. Okay, the subject says who does the action. All right, and a verb. Adverbs describe verbs. Let me come on this side. An adverb tells how the action was done. And a verb shows action. Okay? Adverbs tell how the action was done. The dogs are running playfully. Okay? And we'll review two more yet, adjectives and nouns. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Okay, the two dogs are running playfully on the sandy beach. Those are both nouns. And adjectives tell what kind or how many nouns. How many dogs? We have two dogs. And what kind of beach? There is a sandy beach. So the adjectives tell what kind or how many. All right, we're going to quickly go over these special sounds, and you can say them along with me. BR says bruh in bride. DR says druh in drum. PR says pruh in pray. GR says gruh in grin. SM says sm in smoke. SC says sk in scat. SK says sk in skate. SP says sp in spade. CR says cruh in crab. TW says twuh in twins. SPL says spluh in splash. SPR says spruh in sprain. SCR says scruh in scream. SQU says squuh in squeak. SN says snuh in snack. SL says sluh in sleep. STR says struh in stream. SW says swuh in swim. And that is all. All right, now, moving on into our lesson for today and some review to begin with. I have some sentences written up here. There's 3 sentences. We want to go through and underline the noun, which is person, place, or thing, once, and underline the verb twice. And then we're going to circle the adjectives and put a box around any adverbs. So let's see if we can find first our verb. Dad and James watched a beautiful sunrise. What is the action in the sentence? Watched. Dad and James watched a beautiful sunrise. Now, who watched? Who are the nouns in the sentence? There's 2 of them, Dad and James. Dad and James watched a beautiful sunrise. Our subject, there our subject. Here's another noun, sunrise. Now, can you find any adverbs in the sentence? Anything that tells how Dad and James watched the sunrise? No, nothing there. So what about adjectives? Are there any adjectives to describe Dad and James? To tell what kind of Dad and James? Or how many? No, no words like that. So what about sunrise? Are there any adjectives to describe sunrise? Yes, we have beautiful. There is a beautiful sunrise. So beautiful describes sunrise. Let's go to the second sentence. The orange sun rose slowly. What is the action in the sentence? Our verb. The orange sun rose. What rose? The sun. Okay? Any adverbs in the sentence that tell how the sun rose? Yes, we have one. Slowly. The orange sun rose slowly. Okay, and any adjectives in the sentence to describe sun. What kind of sun? We have orange sun. And sometimes, I think some of you also are considering a, and the as adjectives, and they are adjectives. But usually at this point in your work, you don't have to circle those as adjectives, okay? Okay, the sky filled with colorful clouds. What is the action in the sentence? What's our verb? The sky filled. And what filled? The sky. So sky is our noun. Are there any more nouns? The sky filled with colorful clouds. Clouds is a noun. Okay, are there any adverbs that tell how the sky filled? No? No adverbs. Are there any adjectives to describe clouds? We have what kind of clouds? Colorful clouds. Okay, colorful describes clouds. Good. Now, let's move on to these sentences here. We're going to underline the noun once, the subject once, and the verb twice. And then we're going to diagram the sentence. So when we diagram, remember we put the noun on the left side in the left room, and we put the verb in the right room. So let's go ahead and underline this. The verb, Kyle saw a lizard. That is the action. And what is the subject? Who saw? Kyle saw. We divide between the subject and the predicate right before the verb. And then we put Kyle in this room and saw in the right room. Okay, Jordan's fish swims in its bowl. Jordan's fish swims in its bowl. What is the verb in the sentence? What is our action? Jordan's fish swims. Swims is our verb. And who swims? Jordan? Not Jordan. The fish does. Jordan's is possessive. Jordan's fish swims in its bowl. Its is also possessive. It belongs to the fish, but it doesn't get an apostrophe. So Jordan's fish swims in its bowl. So fish goes on the left side, and swims goes on the right side. Okay, that's a little review on diagramming sentences. On the second page of your work today, your directions in your last section, on page 316, it says to use proofreader's marks to add apostrophes to the sentences, okay? And it also says that not every sentence needs an apostrophe. That is on section 3 on page 316. So what you're supposed to do, you need to be reading the sentences and remember what a proofreader's mark, if you need to insert something. So Jacob's mom made delicious apple dessert in a heavy pan. Jacob's mom made delicious apple dessert in a heavy pan. So where do we need an apostrophe? Do we need an apostrophe? We do. Jacob's mom. Jacob's is possessive because the mom belongs to Jacob. So we need to insert an apostrophe. So what you're going to do is make a little arrow underneath, just a little one, don't make it really big, and then make a little apostrophe above. Okay, Jacob's mom. That is how you'll be doing section number 3 on page 316. Now, before you do that section, we're going to practice putting some words in ABC order. So over here I have 2 groups of words that I'm going to be putting in ABC order. So these are 2 separate groups. So first we'll do this group. We have house, tree, joy, and hammer. Which word would come first in ABC order. So we're going to look at which letter first? Look at the first letter of the word. So we had H, T, J, and H. We have two H's. So which one comes first? Does H come before? Let's see, we have H. We know T comes later in the alphabet. What about J? H-I-J. So that means H comes first. But I have two of them. So which H word will come first in ABC order? So let's look at the second letter. We have H-O and H-A. Does O or A come first in ABC order? A comes first in ABC order. So hammer is our first word, and house is our second word. Now we can look at tree and joy. Does T or J come first in ABC order? J comes first. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T. Okay, J comes first. So J is our third word, and tree is our fourth word. Let's do another group. Cake, month, cloud, music. I have C, M, C, M. Two C's and two M's. So does C or M come first in ABC order? C comes first. So let's see which of our C words will be number one. C-A, C-L. Does A or L come first in ABC order? A comes first. That means cake is our number one word, and cloud is our number two word. Now, let's look at the M words. M-O-M-U. Does O or U come first in ABC order? Okay, O comes first, L-M-N-O-P-Q-R-S-T-U-V-W-X-Y-Z. So month comes first. So month is our number three word. Music is our number four word. So in a dictionary, there are four different things that you have learned, we've talked about, that a dictionary can help us find. Dictionary, we have entry words. Remember our entry words in a dictionary. So here I have the dictionary, and my entry words are all these words in bold print that are down the page. All the words I can find in the dictionary are called entry words. The guide words are the words up at the top that tell us which words will be on the page. Now, dictionaries can tell us the pronunciation of a word. Pronunciation means how to say a word. So I can look in here and I can find gander. Gander is a male goose. A male goose is the definition, and it shows me how to say gander. Okay? So pronunciation is how to say a word. In a dictionary, I can find the definition, what a word means, and I can find sample sentences oftentimes. A sample sentence is a sentence that uses the word, and it shows me how to use the word in a sentence. So go to page 315, and you'll get a little practice with dictionary entries. So on page 315, find a marker. On page 315, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. And I'm going to write them right here. Mare, instant, couple. I'm only writing the words, the entry words. I'm not writing the definitions. Delay and moist. Okay? Y'all see those? You make sure you can see them. Yes. Okay, so we have mare, instant, couple, delay, and moist. Now, those are the entry words on page 315. Then you have some questions that your page is asking you, and you need to fill in the answers. So, our directions say to look at the entry words above and answer the questions. So our first question, the one by that first paw print on the page, our first question says, which of these entries would you find first? Which of these words, these entry words, would you find first in the dictionary? So we need to see which one comes first in ABC order. We have M, I, C, D, M. Which letter comes first in ABC order? C. C comes before D, it comes before I. That means couple is the word you would find first. So for the first paw print question, the answer is couple. Couple is the word you would find first in the dictionary. Okay, the second paw print question, which of these entries would you find last? So look at them again, M, I, C, D. So if we went A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. We have two M words, so now which M word comes last? Here we have M-A, here we have M-O. O comes last. Moist is the last entry word, okay? Moist is the entry word that would come last. That is your second paw print question's answer. Moist. Okay, the third paw print, write the three entries that are nouns. So look up at the top, you're going to see your 5 entries, and beside them, the next word says what it is, if it's a noun or a verb or an adjective. So which 3 are nouns? Can you see that? Okay, so mare, instant, and couple are all nouns. Your entry words, it says right beside it that it's a noun. So write your 3 nouns on your third paw print. Write the 3 entries that are nouns. Mare, instant, and couple. Okay, the fourth paw print, write the entry that is an adjective. Which one at the top is an adjective? So look back up at the top at your entry words and find out which one is an adjective. Okay, do you see it? Your adjective, do you have moist? Okay, moist is your adjective. Write that one down. And now the last paw print. On page 315, the last paw print. Choose a synonym to write in the blank. Choose a synonym. A synonym is a word that it means the same thing, but it looks different, okay? So Uncle Max has a blank of hunting dogs. Underneath the blank, there's your blank, and underneath they have the word couple. Okay, we're on the last paw print. You need to write a word that means the same thing as couple. So look back up at your dictionary entries, and at the end of each one, or at the end of most of them, it says synonyms, and then it gives some words that are synonyms. Synonyms are words that mean the same thing. So look up at your entries and find couple, and then let's read it. It says noun. Couple means 2 objects that are similar. And then it gives the pronunciation, couple. And then it says synonyms, pair, set, team. So write either pair, set, or team in the blank as a synonym. A synonym is a word that means about the same thing, or maybe it does mean exactly the same thing as another word. So here we could say pair. A pair. Uncle Max has a pair of hunting dogs would mean the same thing as Uncle Max has a couple of hunting dogs. All right, and the last sentence. We're going to write another synonym. Olivia was so hungry that her lunch was gone in a... They have the blank. Under it says instant. What is a synonym for instant? Look back up at your entry words and find instant. And look at the end and it has some synonyms. Not synonym. Now I'm getting confused. Synonyms. So we have moment, flash, jiffy. Those are other words you could use in place of instant. So Olivia was so hungry that her lunch was gone in a jiffy. Or you could say Olivia was so hungry that her lunch was gone in a flash. Okay, those are other words you could put in place of instant. Okay, very good. And I will give you your dictation sentence. Here it is. Little mice nibbled olives politely and quietly. I'll say it one more time. Little mice nibbled olives politely and quietly. All right, that is that. And I forgot to read Mike Mulligan's. I'm going to read just a little bit of Mike Mulligan. Didn't get Mike Mulligan in the last one, so I can't take too much time. So here we go. So remember, I was talking about all the things Mike Mulligan and Marianne did and dug, and then we're looking at what happens next. Then along came the new gasoline shovels and the new electric shovels and the new diesel motor shovels and took all the jobs away from the steam shovels. Mike Mulligan and Marianne were very sad. No steam shovels wanted. He had taken such good care of her that she could still dig as much in a day as 100 men could dig in a week. At least he thought she could, but he wasn't quite sure. Everywhere they went, the new gas shovels and the new electric shovels and the new diesel motor shovels had all the jobs. No one wanted Mike Mulligan and Marianne anymore. Then one day Mike read in a newspaper that the town of Popperville was going to build a new town hall. We are going to dig the cellar of that town hall, said Mike to Marianne, and off they started. And that is all I'm going to read today, because y'all have work to do, and this video is long enough. So have a wonderful day, you guys.